Hey, this is Joe, and I know it's a tough time for a lot of people, and I want to let you know that we're in this together. I'm at home, growing my beard, doing what I do, working with clients, building programs, and you might be able to hear very soon my fiance. She teaches ballet, and she's teaching things online right now. But what I wanted to offer you here is during this time, I've been thinking about how I could help out with what resources and tools that I have. And so in the Sales Hero Academy, we've got lots of great programs that are already built in. And over the last bunch of years, we've been building new programs. And in fact, because of this, right before everything's been going down, I've been building workshops that I've been teaching live in person. I've been wanting to put them online, but we've been really, really busy. But with this change, I decided to move stuff much quicker. So we've been building, so if you look, these are stacks of programs we've been putting together. From asking questions to email sequences, contact strategies. We just launched a program on doing a 30-day blitz, using video, using text messaging, using LinkedIn, all that kind of stuff with a full thing. This is a big program that we've had great success with our workshop, helping people map out a contact strategy, and it's a great time for you to be doing that. The campaigns that helps you build out how to frame your offer properly with the right language, understanding your brand, how to frame that properly, pre-call planning worksheets for reaching out to your customers. They all have instructions, not these ones because these are the printouts, but they all have instructions on the back here, and you can print all this stuff out. Sales process documents, and of course email templates. We've got a whole bunch of this stuff that goes through everything that we're building. And so what I wanted to say to you here is that I'm going to be recording a whole bunch of new courses that are along these lines that go in inclusion to the programs that are already in the Academy. And I'm going to start putting a bunch of content there so you can just take this time and digest it. And I thought, what else can I do here? So I'm offering our Sales Hero Academy to a fraction of the cost, a fifth of the cost. Normally it's about $300, I guess a sixth of the cost, $300 US for a lifetime access. I'm making that for $50. $49 for life. And so I wanted to make that available to you. And what I would say is take this time, use it to study your sales skills, build some programs, follow the contact strategies, and start to reach out because, things will change. There will be a new normal, but sales skills will always be important. And this is a great time for you to be working on these. And I'm available. If you need me, reach out. Let me know I can help. Talk to me about what your business is, what your challenges are, what your customers look like so we can help sort of build that with you. We've got Facebook groups, lots of ways to support you in this time. And so my offer to you is jump in the Academy for $49 for life, and you get access to all of these courses, and I'm happy to help you out any way I can. Anyways, here's the rest of the promo video that's normal on the site. Go through, sign up. I'll see you on the inside. All right, I want to take you through a quick tour of inside the Academy. And this is something that we are constantly updating. And so what we're looking for all the time is from our members to give us feedback on how we can improve these tools, these resources, so this can be your training library, your sales training library, and it can be the tool that you use whenever you need it. And so what happens is I'm constantly out training and building presentations and coaching and traveling and sharing ideas and building these resources and tools, using them with clients in the real world. And I've just decided to put all of this stuff into this Academy so that people that might not be able to come in and do coaching and spend the money as a corporate client can access this stuff for like a crazy good price. And that's why I'm building it. And so what I'm looking at here is I want to take you for a tour, and I've got all these tabs open across the top of my screen here. And these are all the things I want to show you what's going to happen in the Academy. First thing that's going to happen once you become a member is you're in here, and there's a wonderful welcome for me. And I've done lots of stuff on the editing and the videos. There's lots of cool production value here, even if you just pay to come watch how cool my videos are. But what we're going to do is I've got the courses in here. We've got the Facebook group. I've got my podcast that's in here. There's a whole bunch of tools in there. The big thing right off the gates, once you're a paid member, is you can become an affiliate. And I'm going to talk about that in a second, where you can get paid commissions to refer this to other people. So even if you're not using it as much as you'd like to, you can share the love with other people and get paid even to have your membership for free. So and get paid on that on top of that. So there's a lot of stuff that we're putting into this. So try and just make it as great as possible for you to just be here, use this as your library, and again, not to be a salesy weirdo. Let me take you through the course here. So when you go into the courses area, one of the things that we just built is there's a free course that you can actually access If you go to salesheroacademy.com/free, and there's some links below, you can access this free accelerator course to see what it's like to do some training with us. And once you go through that, there's a whole bunch of promos and stuff that you can do in that course. It looks like this on the inside. It looks a bit different when you do the free one, but there's all these areas here, and there's about half an hour, 45 minutes of training on all of this that's in here, and that's typically what a course is going to look like. So in that free course, what we've also done is in the affiliate side of it, we've created all the links and the banners. So if you like that course and you like what's in the academy, we've made it like super simple for you to just share it on a Facebook, put it out there, and if anybody goes through our promotion and our funnel and ends up signing up, then you're going to get paid on that stuff as well. So there's a lot of cool tools that we've been building in there, and right now we've got a bunch of courses available and other ones that we're building. And right away, if you look at this, we've got that's the mini course there. If you look at the overview of that masterclass, this probably is about, I think it's about 3 hours worth of training, where we go into some of the psychology and the neuroscience. We talk about how the brain buys, the sales history, look at our customers, segmenting, positioning your offer, your sales conversation stuff, personal branding, bulletproof mindset, learning plans, all that stuff. We've got downloadable guides I'm going to show you in a second here. And again, the community, we've got a resource page where you can check out a whole bunch of like books and resources that we recommend if you're going to be a high performing salesperson. And again, this is stuff that I work with my clients all around the world in their corporate training that you're going to get access to in here. The next thing, we'll look at this. Another one, I've got a sales conversation roadmap that we work with our clients on, helping them understand how to take people from pre-call planning all the way to commitment, multiple commitment objectives, influencing, getting them to take action. And this is another long program here where you actually learn how to build out your whole sales conversation. Not necessarily scripts, but the framework around this stuff. So you have scripted pieces that are in there that help you with your contact strategy. We look at the 5 power questions, how you do pre-call planning, how to build the right openers, how to reframe properly, how to influence, how to tell stories, gaining commitment, stalls, objections, selling in stages, all this kind of stuff. And again, there's resources, documents that you can download. So this is another huge program. I think this one itself is another like 2 hours or so. So those, just those masterclass and this one alone are massive value. The big one here that I love is, of course, asking the best questions. So in our mini course here, like I showed you here, there's a small version on the asking questions, and then there's a larger course in here, probably about an hour, hour and a half worth of training on how to build your own questions, asking questions, how to be a change management expert, talking about spin selling, learning how to build that stuff, and again, the questions, sales guide, all this kind of stuff. So there's a lot of cool stuff there. I've also been doing a lot more interviews with experts. We're going to be bringing those in, and one of my friends, Gabe Padva, he talks about his sales flight plan. I'm going to show you what that looks like as well. But we did about an hour and a half interview on this and broke down exactly how you can structure your sales process from start to finish. So lots of cool stuff there. Another one that I do here, we do what's called the sales call rubric, where we do evaluations on sales calls. So if you're listening to sales calls or listening to your own, learn how to evaluate based on these 6 key areas. How do we open calls? How do we ask questions? How do we influence? How do we actively build that connection? Asking for commitment, the flow, and best practices. So this is another longer course, is about an hour or so here on here that you're going to go through, that you can actually use this tool to be able to evaluate effectively and be much more objective in the calls and how you see how things are going. Again, this is something I use every day with my clients. Another one, this is one that a lot of people just they miss as they're building their sales process, is time management. So we go through a whole bunch of stuff on goal setting. One of the programs I do a lot on is the 90-day sprint. That in itself should have been a whole program, but it's a big component of this other part here. So we talk about how to actually always be testing, how to structure your days, your weeks, your months, your quarters, your years to be as effective as possible so that you aren't letting things fall through the cracks. I'm going to share some stories with you on how to budget your time, how to be more productive, and the goal setting plan on there as well. And again, we've got resources, downloads, all sorts of stuff in there. Let me give you an idea of what kind of resources look like. So this would be one of the guides, for example, the 90-day sprint, how to work through all of the systems here, how to be able to build out this, how to ask the right questions, how to build your 90-day sprint. We've got the sales call rubric. This one is how to actually structure calls, how to rate them. There's some tools in there that you can use, how to give yourself these ratings, and you can use this as a tool when you're reviewing your calls and seeing where you kind of fit in here, some of the psychology hacks around sales calls themselves. Another one, on asking the best questions. This is a guide that we've been using for a while, how to build out your own questions, how to map all this stuff out. So there's lots of things there. And then this one, I got to zoom in, Gabe's flight plan. How do you actually look at your KPIs? How do you build your team? What's the differences between the different types of reps? How do you map all those out? And he was really, really awesome to be able to do that for us when we did that. And again, the last thing I want to show you here is in our Sales Hero Facebook group. We've got a lot of people just making comments. I throw a lot of videos in here. I just did one here where I was on my one wheel sharing how to actually open sales conversations, and we've got people commenting, and the group is quite engaged here when we talk about stuff. So I share resources, and I actually like that one where we do the video. And so these guys, people ask me questions all the time. So it's kind of like and we've got some guest interviews here. It's kind of like it's a sneaky way for you to get free consulting and free coaching by paying this crazy amount to join the membership. And so really this is what we're trying to do is build this out as a resource. We're trying to rid the world of salesy weirdos and want you to join this so you can come in and work with us, ask questions, apply these skills, and get better and better day after day, week after week. So that's the overview, and I just thought I'd rip through that because we're really excited about building this and getting you involved. And if there are, we've got ways that you can message us. If there's tools and resources you want us to build, or maybe it's a specific industry, if we get enough people asking these kinds of questions, we will build these tools. I do a lot of stuff with mortgage brokers and financial planners. We're doing stuff in the funeral business, private jets. We've got to, remote power companies, high ticket selling, remote sales forces, anything you can think of, we've worked with it. So if there's a tool that you'd like us to build, we'll do that. One of the courses I'm just working on right now is building your contact strategy. So that will be in there. So as you register as a member, whether you do it monthly or lifetime is the best way to go because we've got some really cool pricing on right now. Once you do that, you lock in those prices and you become a member and access all these resources. We will be sharing with you more stuff on our VIP programs, our group coaching programs, and some of the other more advanced type stuff. But once you get in, you have access to all these courses once you become a member. So I look forward to seeing you on the inside. That's my tour. I think I got that. Yeah, I got that done in under 9 minutes. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you, and sign up. What are you waiting for? Talk to you soon.